Welcome to YouTube is Sleazy with your cure for the common show, Virtual Sleaze. And that's right, ladies, I have returned in the flesh to fuck up another game as I lay at the smackdown on my next victim. And on today's platter is WWF Betrayal for the Game Boy Color. Because as a lover of the WWF, the World Wildlife Foundation, I love nothing more than the opportunity to beat the shit out of a panda. Black panda or white panda, it doesn't matter. And as your undisputed internet reviewers...
Sleaze, please sleaze! Let me take over your video because you suck.
Who the hell are you? What are you doing on my show? This is YouTube is Sleazy with the Virtual Sleaze? Wait, unless you're one of the 7 deadly sleazes.
That's right. I also am a sleaze, but a better one. You could call me Sir Virtual Destroyer.
Oh, I see. Via satellite. Real impressive. But look at you, and then look at me. As I was saying before you ungraciously cut me off, I'm the undisputed Internet Reviewers Champion. As far as I'm concerned, you're more meaningless than my word.
You know, if you're man enough, I'll meet you in that ring. Just you and me, oiled up with, because that's how wrestlers wrestle. And I'm gonna grab you from behind and suplex you. And then I'm gonna go lay on top of you so that the other guy could count 1, 2, 3, and so I can win.
Well, Virtual Destroyer, if you really want my title, then by all means, try and pry it off my greasy hands. But you'll never get my awesome cardboard, I mean completely real championship.
Looks like you let the cat out of the bag on that one. Except this bag, because I'm gonna beat you over the head with this bag. But I won't, because then Peter will get mad that I just killed a cat, so just the bag.
If you really want to step up to the OG Sleaze, then you'll have to wait in line, because first to step on that plate is this Game Boy Color game, and I'm gonna rip it a new one. And then, you. Boy! Your typical wrestling game is a simulation of 2 sweaty dudes going at it like in WCW NWO Revenge or Here Comes the Pain. A very technical sports game, you assume you'll get one every year until you die, always with an updated roster. With such monotony, I get tired of the same old rather quickly, despite what feature the next installment has. Get rid of enhanced gameplay and give me muscle cars, damn it! But speaking of WWE Crush Hour, that is a prime example of a wrestling game spin-off, and if you haven't seen my review of it yet, go watch it or get the hell out of my channel, Mark! Since I already talked about it in more detail than anyone ever, today I'm settling for second best on the Weird Wrestling Game Spectrometer with WWF Betrayal, because why the fuck not? This game was released in 2001, so in translation, after the peak of WWF's famed Attitude Era, where extreme violence and blood ruled the wrestling scene. And as such, we have the 4 biggest stars of that time to select: The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, and The Undertaker. A selection that could only be topped with the inclusion of Val Venus, a porn star whose name sounds like, well, Venus. I'm just gonna pick Steve Austin because he's one badass sumbitch, which is the sum of a bitch. And if we're talking dogs here, Steve Austin is the goddamn Cerberus. The game starts out with Stone Cold versus Triple H, until Steve is hit with a flying trash can by none other than a buff swimmer? Oh, that's The Rock? Why does he have piercing red eyes? He's not a vampire. Gangrel is the only wrestling vampire. We find out that the WWF's owner, Mr. McMahon, who looks like in the adult version of Alex from River City Ransom or Blue Mr. Rogers' daughter, has been kidnapped and he needs your help. which I'm all down for, especially if there's some PUSSISSIPPI involved. This is a beat 'em up game with only 2 buttons at your disposal. You have your punch and kick. Punching is good for a longer reach, but kicking is faster, so you'll end up using this more. But the weapons is where you want to be, as they take care of enemies really fast. The only downside is that you can't run while holding a weapon, and you lose it if you get hit only once, which blows donkey dick. And if you get a continuous hit streak, you'll be able to do your signature move, dealing a ton of damage.
Do you really have to push all those buttons? I mean, just this? It's a lot easier in person.
Using the Stone Cold strut to move about, the baddies include referees, fake cops, and Luigi, basically anyone who isn't a physical threat. You think this means that the AI is easy, but think again, jackass. WWF Betrayal has no difficulty setting, so the real challenge is having the mother of all fucking stun time. Seriously, you get stun locked after every hit, and you have to mash the buttons to wake the fuck up. But by the time that happens, you just get hit again. Eat, sleep, stun, repeat. Get the fuck off me! Get the fuck off! On top of that, the AI hitboxes are bigger than their hitboxes, making them more of a challenge to hit than they need to be. What this all adds up to is difficulty that is only apparent due to a fucky system. You can also get healing items like apple cores or the rock strudel, although it took me a while to find them. They're all hidden in objects around the stage like cars and water coolers, but it's hard to distinguish breakable objects in the background. So at first, I had no idea there was even an option to heal. Once you make it past stages like the parking garage, the streets, and the metro, you'll defeat the wrestlers that you didn't select and figure out where Stephanie McMahon is being held, which is apparently Titan Towers. Go Teen Titans! So we go through the gauntlet match of more backstage staff before we find out the truth.
It's me, Austin! Oh, son of a bitch! It was me all along, Austin!
Yeah, nothing new from the 1999 storyline where Vince kidnapped his own daughter. No shit when you have your own goddamn staff attacking me. So we stunnered the shit out of Triple H, saved the whore, and we're now the champion, which is what really matters. Yeah, screw the girl. I want that gold-plated belt. Well, screw the girl too. After finishing the game, which should take you around 30 minutes, you'll see the credits with people like Wayne Teets, and then reset to pick a different wrestler. Sports entertainer. So I picked The Rock, and the intro stays the same, but with Stone Cold wanting to give me a whoopin'. And really, the game is no different, with you beating off the other selectable greased-up strongmen before making it to the top of WWF headquarters to face Triple H for the World Championship. And if you play as Triple H, nothing changes much, with Steve Austin being the final boss instead. Trips does call Stephanie his wife, which is a nice minor detail. WWF Betrayal is no Crush Hour in terms of absolute absurdity, but the lack of diversity makes it dull and uninspired very fast. Thankfully it's short, however, consider this. You pay for this entire game, and the only way to play is a short story mode that doesn't change regardless of who you pick. They could have included boss-only characters like Mankind, or even a simple versus mode. This is a very one-and-done kind of game. I will say the graphics are colorful, and the fact that the stages aren't just flat paths is something positive to look at. Unlike The Undertaker, who looks more like Ricky from Trailer Park Boys. I appreciate wrestling games trying something different, but making a thong-wearing Undertaker beat up subway hookers to unfitting upbeat music is just not the way to go about things. It's never the way. Never. Another wrestling game defeated by yours truly. I have proven that I am deserving of this prestigious title that I totally did not make out of a UPS box. And to my next challenger, Virtual Destroyer, you will be the one destroyed. I'm gonna stomp you, then I'm gonna tattoo you, then I'm gonna hang you, and then I'll kill you. So, buckle up, cause I'm gonna give you a last mustache ride straight to hell.
No, I can't do this anymore. No. I just want to say one last thing. Sleaze, I want everyone to know exactly who you are. You are a fraud. You are a coward. You are nothing to me. And if you want to prove anything differently, then I want you to come to the ring, and I want you to step inside the ring, and I want you to come over here to my face, man to man, nose to nose, mouth to mouth, and we will see who the sleaziest is. We will see who the best is. We will see who is the greatest in the universe. I thought you were going to say something. But that's right. You and me in the future, we are going to collide. We are going to collide like two naked trains on a train track going full speed right to each other, and it's going to be... Because what I want to do to you, oh, what I want to do to you, and not like that. What I want to do to you in the most hetero man way possible, you will not like. Because I will hit you right in the rim of the mouth, and I'm going to call it the rim job. No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make you come. No. I am going to make you cry with all of your body. No, wait. Listen. I am gonna make you my bitch. Yeah. That sounds about right. Yeah.
Is your ass jealous of the amount of shit that just came out of your mouth? I don't think you know who you're messing with, Virtual Destroyer. If that's even your real name, it's probably like Freddy or something stupid. You know, I'd like to see things from your perspective, but I can't seem to get my head that far up my ass. Point being, if you want to word tangle with the Sleaze Meister himself, then I'm balls in. Hard to say the same about you, and your shriveled excuse for a nutsack is a part of your body doing the talking. And to top it all off, you stole fizzy lifting drinks, you bumped into the ceiling which now has to be washed and sterilized, so you get nothing. No title shot, you lose. Good day, sir.
You know, I can't do this anymore. I'm out of here. My chariot awaits.
First of all, I just hope you all enjoyed this video. This was a long work in the making for various reasons, but I'm glad to finally get Virtual Sleaze episode 40 out. We are so close to episode 50, only 10 left, and that's just crazy. But I want to give two shout-outs, one to Jay DeGarro, who did all the music for this episode. They're all really sick tracks. If you know wrestling, you might know what these songs are, and if you do, you know, please drop a comment for how many you know in the comment section below. And of course, I gotta thank our special guest for this episode, MBW champion Michael the Magnificent. He's another YouTuber. He makes some really great content. He does Let's Plays, he does podcasts, skits, top 10s. He really does just about everything you could possibly think of, and he's really a joy to watch. So definitely check out his channel below. It'll be in the description and possibly in the credits. I'll see how much stuff I can fit down here. But yeah, it was a really great collaboration. Really pleasure working with him. Hopefully we can work on some more collaborations in the future. And, you know, who knows? You might see even more collaborations than just, you know, the, like, 2 other people you see on this channel. So I hope you all enjoyed the video, and like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. And until then, have a nice day.